name's Steve Drees. My wife was Kerri Drees. She passed away on August 5th of this year, and Saturday would have been our 17th anniversary. Let me tell you a little bit about how Kerri did relationships. She never did anything halfway, always full on. So she threw herself into her relationships. She had numerous friends, way more than I can keep track of, and I still hear from them to this day. She loved people deeply, spent her life trying to get people to understand where that source of love came from, and that was from God, from Jesus. It wasn't months ago. I had a lot of acquaintances, people I knew, names I knew, occasionally faces I could recognize. Would very often nudge Kerri, "Who's that?" And she'd say, "Oh, that's Amanda." And then give me a life story about Amanda, and then I could appear intelligent when I would talk to Amanda, that I know something about her. But that all came from Kerri. But the past month, they have carried me. They've prayed for me. They've given me words of encouragement. Done their best to give a good Kerri hug. And that has helped a lot. There were some of her friends who wanted to pull her in directions that she didn't need to be pulled in. It was vitally important that she had relationships with strong Christian believers, me being one of them. But she had several friends and family members who would pray for her, who would confront her when she was going too far, would help her out when she was falling down. And you have to have that, because there's no such thing as a Lone Ranger Christian. In fact, the Lone Ranger had Tonto, so he wasn't even by himself. Without the support of friends, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have embraced bitterness and anger. And obviously from that, my kids would have seen bitterness and anger, and likely have embraced that as well. And that would have resulted in more bitterness and more anger. It's just it's a death spiral all the way to hell. Kerri loved Thrive because there were deep relationships here. She was able to connect with people and see an impact, and that's why she loved this church. We need more people like that to pour themselves into each other.